It's the Baylor Channel in Norton, Massachusetts, serving Bristol County, southeast of Massachusetts, around the world. And good morning, everybody. It's time now for the morning news with the stories of Wednesday, July 15th, 2026. Good morning, y'all. This lovely Wednesday morning, July 15th, 2026. It's 76 degrees in hazy skies in North Massachusetts. Here on the nines. Top story is U.S. and Iran sent off over the Strait of Hormuz intensifies. And night shooting in bit of rain puts pressure on Senator Susan Collins. Hot and humid around the region with lingering wildfire smoke from Manitoba and northern Minnesota. We'll have more of that on the Weather Secretary of the Greater Channel News in a little bit. Alcatraz boat sinks and leaves 1 dead, 3 missing in San Francisco Bay. Ryan Albert and others try to have the civil lawsuit filed by Karen Reed dismissed. Building codes could be dropping up. Housing construction costs in Massachusetts new study finds. This heat has stopped lots of people from enjoying Boston. And yours truly, I enjoyed the city on Tuesday. Rhode Island Supreme Court sides with singer Van Ness calling over noise complaint. Officials subway launched a new MBTA Harbor Loop ferry service. Lawmakers criticized Trump for the resumption of Iran war. China's economy grows at slowest pace in years. IBM shares crashed 25% in worst day ever. 76 U.S. buildings test positive with Legionella. Hospital chain HCA warns of lower profits as more patients go uninsured. Doctor says extreme heat can infect people on GLP-1 medication. Teens aged 16 17 will be blocked from social media by default midnight at 6 a.m. under online safety laws, but will be able to switch it back on. UNESCO panel recommends Japan reflect history on forced labor. From Korea at Saruman, official said. Norway's football star Helen Green made airtight sells outfit. And sells out, manufacturer said. U.S. South Korea held largest ever joint military logistics drill. Person fleeing immigration agents on foot killed by truck. Louisiana man charged with murder over U.S. Marshal fatal shooting. Bought an executed 74-year-old oldest in state history. Attleboro Foxborough women received Commonwealth Heroine Awards as this year 147 women who made their mark in the communities across the state who are recipients of the annual Commonwealth Heroine Awards. Police in Attleboro investigated a rash of vehicle break-ins that took place last weekend while police report 3 vehicles stolen. Not Federer when Lindenberg said farewell to her career. The academics embarked on a professor she needed a retirement project. A Taunton resident is taking his pitching down to the D1 level. Downtown Taunton Summer Concert Series returns, and July 17th will be jamming a tribute to Bob Marley. Co-hosted with the Taunton University Network, and July 24th for Renaissance, July 31st Pre-Perry and Friends, and August 14th Catnip Junkies will take place at Liberty Union Park from 7 to 9 p.m. Put together by the Downtown Taunton Summer Concert Series. Cozy Cottage Artisan Boutique is headed to West Bridgewater, and Schools and Center for Young Surface on Knowles, Nantasket Beach. Take a look at stocks. The Dow up 963 at 52.5. Wait for 27. The S&P 5 up 3.35 at 75.43.59. The Nasdaq up 233.83 at 26.07.01. In sports, last night the American League beat the National League 4-0. As Miguel Vargas goes yard as AL secures All-Star game win. Sees 10 AL Willie Resistance NL in 15 second shutout. Harry Probust before season starts. Spain beating France last night in the World Cup 2-0. Await the winner of the England Argentina game in Atlanta today, and that's going to be heavily secured today. X-ray negative after Kevin hit by pitch and AL victory. Max led 7-6 with straight to talk to LeBron. Number one pick, Chowski gets record bonus and side presidential baseball's top $3 million in the auction. And WBA action, cutting against 90, put fire 87, Washington Mystics 79, Toronto Tempo 62, and NBA 7 League action. Houston Rockets 90, Phillips 76 with 64, Brooklyn Nets 115, South Rockies 83, Memphis Grizzlies 106, Golden State Warriors 85, Chicago Bulls 99, Washington Mystics 87, Washington Wizards 87, Denver Nuggets 106, Oklahoma City 103, and LA Lakers 99, LA Clippers 85. Beer Jello News Time 7:04. Time now for Trevor Watch on this Wednesday morning, baby! MBTA Fitch with Iron Tray 425 28 for Rochester's operate 5 minutes basket between North Leominster and North Station. A line train 208. 5 trace wheels operate 5 minutes basket between Barks and North Station. And on the low line train, it's looking good. Look at the highways in Byway, New England. Province vicinity highways all looking good. Jamestown Bridge to the westbound side, a little bit slow. Minor Bridge to the southbound side, a little bit slow. 195, looking good for Seacock to the Wareham. Out of the Cape, Route 3 southbound side. Inspect up Quad, Route 6 in Sagamore, Sagamore Bridge eastbound side, a little bit slow. Port Bridge is southbound side, a little bit slow. Route 25, Inspect up Route 6 in Sagamore. And find the board area, Route 6 eastbound also on the North Howard stretch. 140 to the northbound side. Inspect Route 24 in the top stretch. 24th. Both ends of background 495 in Rand, Bridgewater area. 95 north and also after Route 152 in North Attleboro. 95, a little bit slower on Route 1 in Sheridan and Hipperskin between Boston Street and Northern after Route 128 get stretch. Route 24 expected between Festival Bar and Avon and the Route 128 get stretch and Route 3 is the northbound side. A little bit slower between Route 18 Wave Town and the Breakthrough Split, Summers Expressway. Expected between the Breakthrough Split all the way to downtown Boston. Route 128 is the northbound side. Expected between Randolph all the way down to Route 109 in Westwood and Pike East side. Expected between Framingham all the way down to Newton Quarter, and then Hipperskin between the Bretton, also told all the way down to the Basket Pike and Southeast Expressway to the Pike westbound side. Expect between all the way down to South Boston, 7 Tell, Soul Council looking good. Route 1, 7 Old Side, River to Charlestown, 93 on the south. Stop go between Andover down to Boston. Route 138, 7 Old Side, Linfield over down to Wakefield, and Route 3, 7 Old Side, Chelsea over down to Burleson, 138, 7 Old Side, Burleson down to Lexington, 485, 7 Old Side around Andover stretch, and Pike eastbound also the graphic stretch and 385, Little Route 3 in Auburn. Western Mass highways are looking good. 291 westbound also for 91 in Harvard area, and then 84 eastbound also 91 Harvard Connecticut area. 91 northbound also at Route 15 in Merritt, Connecticut, and 84 eastbound also at Waterbury to Nando. 7 Connecticut, and Merritt Parkway, 84 westbound also on Newtown Stretch, Merritt Parkway. So at Trouble Connecticut down to Greenwich, Connecticut, and 95 7 also in Bridgeport down to Sanford, and Northern New England highways are looking good. And now look at the weather scene at 7 after 7 on this Wednesday morning. North significant changes moderate the potential for early morning strong thunderstorms slipping to the northern Massachusetts. Strong thunderstorms possible early this morning to the northern Massachusetts and generally dry today. Rain warming up today, but tempered by hazy, smoky conditions and dangerous whip currents expected on some face beaches today. And seasonal wheat temperatures with less humidity for the second half of week and settled condition with chances for showers and storms will remain possible into this weekend. Looking at the radar shows the showers off the Cape and Islands weakening a little bit and seeing some little light rain showers around Rutland, Vermont, and then around north of Sturgeon Springs, New York. It's going to be very warm to hot today, but tempered by hazy smoky conditions. Very warm, but working conditions across the 7. We're going to open the bottom with some areas. The spot is still not ever dropped below 80 degrees with 2 rates in the upper 60s to the lower 70s. But after 20 days, with the WSL, the WS up to we have to retain the heat device to give it a pour overnight recovery, but during the day, it probably ends up being borderline, but we peak. Heating index is a bit upper 90s. It is partly due to the second cold front being the top of the higher humidity levels, but more because we are, again, looking at influx of smoky, hazy conditions, but going to wildfires further than the northern Maine, Minnesota, and western Ontario. Highs were adjusted well below NBM values that are forecasted in the mid-80s and around 90 degrees. We saw yesterday the influence of the hazy, milky-looking skies. The incentive reduction in temperatures latest guidance from the 00Z HRR smoke and 00Z RRFS vertically Integrated smoke progress shows that over considerable consideration. Smoke loft today, so the Thursday too, but like yesterday, there are some notable concentration to do surface smoke development this afternoon across the 7 after that 7 New England and the Northern Atlantic. It's over that, but there's some solutions over the reductions of visibility too. In the smoke layer ended up being at an ace and smoke today. Storm forecast for the day. I think based on near surface smoke progress as you can see spelled as smoke today remains to be seen. If I recall the looks of the recall those. Alright, be addition by the state and proper HC partners for role being the relay. Those also added days for based on after the longer forecast rate to the 0 to Z or RFS smoke progress and expect for milky look the skies were better orange set Saturday to them and Thursday like temper. Stormy heated both days. Dangerous whip currents expect to stop facing beaches today, while west southerly breezes over the southern waters combined with a Lord wave facts of 4 to 6 feet still. Both the support a high risk for whip currents for those beaches exposed to those south to southwest. Swim near vicinity of block bars and stay off Chinese today and stable temperatures both less humidity for the second half of the week, but at settled glaciers with chances of surge and storms rain possible to the weekend at the upper level ridge that has been dominated the pattern for much of the week. It'll start to side more southeast of the region, but second half of the week with the upper level trough. Well, about second floor trial. Now takes hold as cold front wind passes by the region late Wednesday and early Thursday morning, which will help usher the more seasonal temperatures for the back half of the weekend. 925 millbar temperatures fall to generally around 1820 Celsius, which will be more supportive of high temperatures around the 80s, and Thursday may be slightly warmer. Compared to the later days, due to the breezy westerly winds and with the dense open but dry air overall lower temperatures off as mentioned by being pushed highs into the low 90s and not expect 80 to persist at the start of the next week. Let us guide us today to possibly the ripple of the northwest blow off to the week that will lead more settled conditions. Guidance also indicates shift to more southerly flow as with weekend of surge in front valleys as a result of surface low approach from the west to southern and where more northern track is currently indicated fronts will be likely to drive the region, increase the risk of shot storms throughout the weekend. As that time is still quite uncertain this far out, but the suburbs and determine guidance streets will remain favorable for a weather end of the weekend, both on Saturday and Sunday. All right, look at the forecast. Okay, heat bars in effect until 8 p.m. this evening, and heat expands between 95 and 90 degrees and hot to northern Connecticut and southeastern Massachusetts and northern and southern Rhode Island until 8 p.m. this evening. Hot temperatures and high humidity cause heat illnesses and weak bodies. Florida and saying the condition will see that the sun and check relative neighbors. Right, forecast goes like this. Today, widespread hazy before 1 p.m. Then widespread hazy after 3 p.m. There's a smoke between 1 and 3 p.m. Partly sunny skies about 89 degrees, more about northwest about 7 to 10 miles. 21 miles for tonight. Widespread hazy and mostly clouds plus covered 65 degrees. Northeast about 5 miles going to come in the evening for Thursday. Widespread hazy, mostly sunny covered 88, low 64 degrees. Northwest wind increases to 6 to 11 miles in the morning. West side 23 miles for Friday. Sunny sky at 86 to 64 degrees and west about 3 to 7 miles for Saturday. Shot like me after 5 p.m. Mostly clouds covered 82, low 68 degrees and calm wind coming south around 5 to 9 miles in the morning. West side 20 miles just reaches 6:10 for Sunday. Check the shot before 8 a.m. The shot source after 5 p.m. Partly sunny covered 84, low 62 degrees over about 7 miles just reaches 30%. Monday, sunny covered 86, low 67 degrees, calm wind coming south around 6 miles per hour in the afternoon. And Tuesday, sunny covered 86 degrees over about 5 to 10 miles an hour. 21 miles an hour. Right now, it is 74 degrees and first, guys, and that's going to be it for our morning report for this July 15th, 2026 on a Wednesday morning. I'm Peter J. Wings. Have a good morning, by day. Stay safe, be by healthy, be well. Have a good day, good morning.